maybe we should go ahead with conditionals, right? The grammar for the syntax for conditionals. That makes sense. Again, it's kind of simple, something very important that you need to take into account. Conditionals is that Python is an indented language.
Indented.
Which means, what I am saying is that the position that the letters have in the file, it's important, which is not something that happens in most languages. You will see a lot of jokes saying, oh, I spent 2 hours working on my code and the error is I'm missing a semicolon. That doesn't happen in Python, but I think what happens is worse, because Python has this, and you'll see, let's say if true, right? Colon, see, this that happen when I press enter is the indentation, okay? So this means that the next line of code needs to be in this position, because this will give you trouble. If you start to say, no, actually I want to start here, this will not work. This is going to give you a syntax error, if I'm not wrong, and you need to be very careful about that. So the conditionals work very simple. You have the keyword if, that is going to be the base of your condition, okay? Then you can, I think there's no problem if you use parentheses, right? I'm not sure if it needs them. Okay, I don't think you need it. Okay, let's create a variable which is going to be called x equal 1. Okay, so let's say that you want to check if x is greater than 5. So in an if, okay, let's see, let's return some. No, let's go ahead and x is equal to 11 to 1. Okay, just to have something. Okay, so the structure of the conditional is that first the if, then the condition that you want to check, and then the colon to finish the sentence. If you don't do it and just type enter, you will see that it doesn't like it. It's really, well, actually it will tell you expected colon, and if you click enter and it gives you automatically sets the cursor in the right position, you know that's fine. It was well done. Okay. And if you can have anything, the things that you are going to use more often is validations of numbers or things that are greater or equal. This means that x is less or equal to 10, right? You can just have less than 10, you can have greater than 10, and greater or equal than 10. And another thing that you're going to be using a lot is the and or keywords, which in most languages you are going to use this for and this for or, but again, Python doesn't like ugly things. They just like to make it as simple as possible, so just write and, that's it. Keyword and does the job. So x is, let's see that we want to check that x is greater than 0, but it is also smaller than 10, right? Okay, this is something just to exemplify. There's an easier way to do this in Python. I'm going to show you in just a second, but this is just to show you. Okay, this will the and makes it you need to check both conditions, right? It needs to be, this needs to be true and this needs to be true in order to access. And that's it. Python can do Python things as always, so you can actually just go ahead and ask like you would write in math. You can do something like this. You can go ahead and say if 0, okay, let me do it like this. If x is smaller than 10, but also x is greater than 0. and that's also okay in Python. There's no problem with that. Again, it's the easier, most beautiful way to do it. That's usually the right way to do it. Okay. In conditions, you can also use let's see what else. Okay, the or again. Let's say or x. Oh, sorry. Right. Or x is, let's say, equal, double equal. This means validation. One equal is assignment, like this. So x equal to 5, or x equal to minus equal to 6, right? So maybe this validation or this validation needs to be true in order to access. In this case, I don't think there's a case where both would be true, so -1. And that's it. Simple, easy. You have your if and you have the code that you want. Now, sometimes you have many conditions that you need to be true or that you need to evaluate for something. So any other language, you have if and then you have an else to do the rest of the code. But Python allows you to have elif, which is like an else if condition put together. So let's say you want that, or maybe you want to check also if x is equal to hello, right? And then you can have here the whatever code you want to do. Simple, easy, no problem, right? So it will check first this and then this. And let's say that you don't have any other condition that you want to evaluate, so you just go ahead and say you just need a third condition or a case that it's not any of these two. Just use the else. The else doesn't need a condition. Actually, it cannot have a condition. The else explicitly means that if the value or the condition didn't apply in this time and it was not true this time either, then it will for sure do this, whatever code they have here. So this is your conditional, your most basic conditionals that you can work with. Again, this is the try and true, the things that you're going to be using every day, or it's just like a syntax stuff, like maybe there's stuff that you didn't know about elif. Stuff like this is pretty good to have it available in any day.